Hey ladies, so today we're going to be doing this very smoky eye, very sultry, very dark, perfect for the nighttime. I'm actually headed out today to celebrate my birthday dinner with my sister and my brother and my dad. So I decided to do this look. I did some curls today, very nice. I got some layers done in my hair over the weekend. So I thought I'd kind of see what it looked like with the curls going in. And I loved it. It looks great. So it's very simple, very easy to do. I hope that you enjoyed the tutorial, and if you like this look and want to see how I did it, keep watching. I've already prepped my face with my Urban Decay Prep Spray, so we're going to move on to the eyes. And we are going to use this Jordana eyeshadow pencil, and it's in the color Tenacious Brown. We're going to apply this color to our lid, and it's going to do both eyeshadow and eyeshadow base, just to get our eyes ready and get the color, the final color that we want. I stumbled on these pencils this weekend at Walgreens, and they were on sale for like almost 60% off, so I couldn't resist. With a fluffy eyeshadow brush, we are going to use this e.l.f. palette, and we are going to apply this brown, almost maroon. It's a maroon, but it's more brown than maroon, and we're going to apply that over the lid. And once you've applied that on the lid, using a blending brush, we want to make sure we blend out any harsh lines. And we want to make sure that that color gets worked in there really well, because we're going to apply a different color to the crease, and we're going for a gradient effect. Using this copper color, we're going to use that very same fluffy eyeshadow brush, and we're going to apply that to the outer crease in windshield wiper motions. And again, going back to the blending brush, we want to make sure we blend out any fine lines. With an angled brush, I'm going to use this matte black eyeshadow, and I'm just going to define the crease, and we're going to put this in the inner crease of the eye. And we're going to go back in with the blending brush and some more of that copper color, and we are going to blend that out. For highlighting our brow, we're going to use this Jordana eyeshadow pencil, and that's going to be in the color Continuous Almond. I love the shimmer of this Continuous Almond. It's amazing, especially for highlighting the brow bone. Amazing. We're going to use an eyeshadow brush to blend that in using a white eyeshadow. Moving on to the eyeliner, I'm going to use this gel liner in black. Now, one thing I do have to do is give a more detailed eyeliner tutorial, but for the most part, I've explained it in other videos before. You want to start out drawing your wing, and then from the middle of the lid, you want to connect that line to the outer corner, and you want to make sure that those match up. and then you can go back in and fill in the rest of the lid. To finish up the eyes, we're going to go back to that brown that we used on our lid, and we're going to apply that to the lower lid. It's going to help us line the eye and then connect the eye to give it that smoky effect. Going back to that continuous almond, we're going to apply that to the tear duct and the inner corner of the eye. And we're going to apply some black eyeliner. For mascara, I'm going to use the one and only Maybelline Colossal Express Mascara. I can't brag enough about this brush. I love this product. Next up is going to be our foundation. Now today, before I apply the foundation, I'm using this Wet n Wild Coverall stick, and I'm going to apply that on just some blemishes and some breakouts I've had, unfortunately. But it does a great job of hiding those. And I'm also going to apply this Coverall stick underneath my eyes. And with my e.l.f. spindle brush, we are going to apply the foundation. As a bronzer today, we are going to use this foundation stick by Maybelline, a few shades darker than my skin tone, and that's going to help me do the contouring today. We're going to apply it on our cheekbones, on the temple, and we're going to work that in. With some that's left over, I'm also going to apply on my chin, just to help define the chin. Moving right along to the concealer, I'm using this concealer by Maybelline, Fit Me shade 10. Almost poked myself in the eye. Really important when it comes to applying concealers, you want to make sure you do it in circular motions, and you want to make sure that you blend that in super well. I almost always follow up with a sponge just to make sure that there's no crease and it's blended in nicely. Moving on to the blush, using a blush brush. I'm trying out this Physicians Formula blush, and I loved it for this look because it's got some nice pixels in it. It's got nice gold glitter specks, and so it goes great with the eyeshadow. And so in that same palette, I'm going to use this white square from the highlighting palette, and we're going to use that right above the cheekbones just to highlight the cheekbone area. You can apply it with a brush. In this case, I'm using a finger, which works perfectly fine. And to set everything in, foundation and concealer, I'm using this illuminating powder by Chanel. Yes, I said Chanel, but if I can defend myself by saying I bought this 4 years ago and it's lasted me for 4 years, it's just an amazing, great product. I love it. To finish up this look, we're moving on to the lips, and I'm using this Jordana lip liner in Rock and Rose. Yes, I'm telling you, I stumbled on a huge, amazing sale of all these Jordana cosmetic products at Walgreens, and I could not resist. So it's not my fault they were on sale. And we're pairing that lip liner with this Wet n Wild lipstick in the shade Bare It All. And it's a nice neutral, it's the color of my lips basically, and so it's perfect because I want the main focus to be my eyes. And so now we're going to start with the hair. This is going on a second day hair. You can do it, you know, freshly done, but I usually like my hair not too dirty but a little dirty, so second day works. And because I need volume, I'm going to use this big sexy hair volume mousse, and I'm going to work that into the roots and also the ends. And just to make sure I've evenly applied the product, I'm going to comb it out with this wide tooth comb. And we're going to section off the hair into 3 sections, starting with the lower section. And you're going to take each piece about an inch thick. I'm using today this 1/2 inch Remington curling wand. And the reason why I like the wand over the curling iron, although I do use curling iron sometimes depending on how loose or tight I want the curl, is because I feel that with the curling wands you use less product. The combination of the heat and the shape of the wand is just amazing to keep the curls nice and tight, which is what I want for this look. And so what you're gonna do is you are going to curl the hair in different directions. You're gonna do some facing you, some facing away from you, just so that you can get a nice bounce to them. And on top of that, it'll give you volume because the curls aren't gonna, you know, fall one on top of the other. They're gonna stand right on top of each other. And again, work it in sections. I mean, the smaller sections that you do, the more you divide the hair, of course, the bouncier and the bigger the hair is going to be. The thicker you do the sections, the less volume you're going to have on the hair, because the hair is just kind of going to fall into these big curls. When it comes to this front section, I do want to say that you want to stick towards the beginning of the wand instead of the end. Doing that is going to help you have a wider curl in the front, and it's not going to be so tight and stuck to your scalp. And I don't leave it on the wand for too long either, just a few seconds. And so after I've let the hair cool and rest for 10 minutes, I'm going to run my hands through it just to loosen up the curls so that they're not so tight and Shirley Temple looking. And that's it. You've got yourself some nice beachy curls.